What is going on, guys? Cody here, Trainwreck Podcast episode 54 with our new overlay. A guy I work with, Tim, he actually designed this for us. You can see right above my head right here, it says Trainwreck Podcast. On the left side, we got Dallas Cowboy colors. On the right side, we got Oakland Raiders, or Las Vegas Raider colors, actually. Sorry, Drew and Zach, don't kill me for that one. But yeah, I really like this overlay. It sucks that they are not going to be here to help me test it out. Instead, this is going to be a solo show because Drew has to work late, and I think Zach's working right now too. So it's going to be a quick episode. There's just a few things I want to talk about. You know, it's been almost 3 weeks since we uploaded an episode just because, dude, it's the summertime. Like, the NBA season is now over. The Boston Celtics won the NBA championship, which I'm not happy about because I hate Jason Tatum. And I actually wanted to see Luka and Kyrie get one, but you know, it's not over for them yet, even though the West is going to be really loaded. And then it's NFL offseason, you know, like after the draft, nothing happens. Like right now, it's like franchise tag season. Like, are people going to sign their tenders? So that'll give you like a little bit of drama, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. So like, of all the stuff we talk about on the podcast, it's like, man, we're struggling for content right now just because there's nothing we really want to talk about, you know. We're not going to talk about politics. To me, like, reviewing TV shows and stuff like that on podcasts, I think is very dumb. And I say that as someone who's listened to a podcast where they just review TV shows. That stuff's just boring to me. Yeah, that's why I like having Christian on here, because it's like, okay, that kind of helps a brand new dynamic, and hopefully we'll be able to get more guests on the podcast here in the future. But guys, like I said, we're just going to do a solo show. I don't know how long it's going to go. Heck, I managed to turn that monologue into 2 minutes, so we're doing pretty good right now. But the biggest news of the day that I'm extremely happy about: Josh Giddey is out of Oklahoma City, and he is Chicago's problem now. Got announced by Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN. I probably butchered his name, but you guys know who I'm talking about, the Woj Bomb. He reported at around 4 o'clock that this trade was made final and that the Oklahoma City Thunder, it was as a player swap. No draft picks or anything was exchanged, which is a steal for the Thunder when you think about it. Like, they have all these draft picks, and everybody knows they have all these draft picks. So it's like when the Thunder are in these negotiations with other teams, you know those picks are being brought up. And Sam Prescott being able to like hold on to those picks, even though like the other teams have the leverage, they know the Thunder have the picks to give up, and him not giving up those picks, man, good luck to the car salesman that has to sell Sam Prescott a car, because you're probably not going to make much commission, buddy. But Josh Giddey sucks. I'm glad he's out of Oklahoma City. He can't shoot. He's not a good defender. Alex Caruso shot like 40% from three-point land last year. He's a really great defender. He's basically what the Thunder needed. They needed a really good defender, especially in the West when you're going against Jokic and Luka and, you know, all the offensive threats. LeBron, you know, is still a fantastic driver to the basketball. Like, the West is just loaded with a lot of people that can, you know, score the basket. And so it's like the Thunder need more nasty on defense. Like, Chet Holmgren is a really good defender, but it was his rookie year, you know, and that's going to come with experience. You know, the longer Chet goes on, the better defender he's going to be. So, like, the Thunder, man, they're going to be scary next year. They were already scary this year, you know, number 1 seed, and it's basically just lack of experience that got them. But yeah, I really am now looking forward to next NBA season, which is now about, 4 months away. We got the NBA draft next week. I'm thinking about doing a live stream for that. Only thing is, if I do that, I'm pretty sure it'll be a solo stream because, like, Drew and Zach, they like basketball, but I don't think they like it enough to sit on stream with me for 4 hours to do it, you know? But yeah, if you're interested in seeing an NBA draft live stream, put it in the comments section. Or if you're watching this on Spotify or iTunes, put it in the little reviews section below. You know, just say like, yes, I would like to see an NBA draft watch along. And, you know, if we can get like 5 comments saying that they want that, you know, that's the demand. Like, if I can get a lot of demand from you, the viewers, that means it's going to be worth my time. Because, I mean, after, like, the Thunder pick, I probably won't care about the NBA draft, honestly. Like, I don't even know who, like, the hyped number one pick is this year. Like, you know, in the past, you would have guys like Zion Williamson or Victor Wembanyama, you know. Like, this year, it's like, who the hell is going to be the number one pick? So, if anything, it'll probably just be me watching it going, who the heck is that guy? But I tell you what, I have a lot more to look forward to with the Oklahoma City Thunder than I do the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys right now are struggling, and it's not even like anything like it's their fault. It's the best way to put it. And the Cowboys always do this. They wait until the very last minute to get a player under contract that they desperately need. Right now, it's both CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott that are due for new extensions. And the Cowboys are dragging their feet. And now, like, Lamb has, going back to leverage, Lamb has all the leverage because Justin Jefferson just got paid. And now there's a contract that Lamb can compare himself to and be like, I want that. And so, like, if the Cowboys would have signed him to an extension last year, or after the season ended this year, they probably would have saved themselves a lot more money. Like, if they would have gave him, like, what Tyreek Hill is getting right now, would have been way better. Instead, now, like, they're going to have to pay him, like, probably $10 million more than what they would have had to pay him if they would have done it last year, you know? And so, it's just pathetic. And then you look at a guy like Trevor Lawrence, who I think sucks. He just got $255 million from the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll tell you what, Dak Prescott is better than Trevor Lawrence by a mile. So if Trevor Lawrence is making like $55 million a year, what the heck is Dak going to get? Because Dak is better than Trevor Lawrence. The only thing that Dak has going against him is that he's 30. Trevor Lawrence is like, what, maybe 25? If that. But it's another thing where, like, the Cowboys are letting the market screw them instead of... Because Jerry Jones always says, I don't want to set the market. Well, dude, someone else is going to set the market, and you're going to end up overpaying. Set the fucking market. You'll be fine. Because you know what you're doing when you set the market? You're making it better for the next guy. Instead, you're letting the market make it better for your guy, and you're costing yourself money. Like, you look at Jerry Jones and you're like, oh, he's got to be a good businessman. I don't know if he is a good businessman. I mean, back in the 90s, yeah. Like, he took the Cowboys from almost bankruptcy to the most valuable franchise in the world. So it's like, okay, he's got good business sense in that way, you know. When it comes to making money, that's where Jerry Jones is really good, making money. But when it comes to negotiations, no, he sucks at it. You know, you also got Micah Parsons, who I think his deal is up at the end of next season. Lamb and Dax are both at the end of this upcoming season. I mean, you can't pay all three of them. I don't think the salary cap's really going to allow for that. Out of all of them, I think you let Parsons walk. Like, because who are you going to replace Dak Prescott with? Not Trey Lance. Trey Lance sucks. This upcoming draft for quarterbacks sucks. You're really kind of stuck with Dak Prescott. And I like Dak a lot, even though I'm like, dude, you already got a $200 million contract. You're the quarterback of the Cowboys. I know I brought this up on the show before. Dak Prescott is insanely rich. Does he really need another $200 million? When it's like, dude, you could take way less money. Your team could have way more cap space. And you would be able to give that money to CeeDee Lamb. You'd be able to give that money to Micah Parsons. Be able to give that money to go sign a big name like Derrick Henry. Even if the Cowboys had all the cap space in the world, I don't think they would have got Derrick Henry because Jerry Jones is an idiot. But it's so freaking frustrating. We build through the draft, and it's like, cool, we got these players on a 4-year rental, and then they're going to leave. That's what it feels like right now. But out of all the people whose contracts are up, I feel like CeeDee Lamb is the most likely to get the bag from the Cowboys. Like Prescott right now, I think it's 50-50. And then Parsons, like I said, they still got like another year and a half. And then like the franchise tag for an outside linebacker, I don't think is that bad. That's where it's going to be nice, where Parsons is going to be labeled as a linebacker instead of a D-end. Because if he was labeled as a D-end, he'd probably get like almost like $30 million on a franchise tag. He'd be making close to whatever Chris Jones is going to make. And then as a linebacker, the franchise tag is going to be way less. So they'll have that going for them. But that being said, football season's, 2.5 months away. Can't wait for that. Mainly so we'll have stuff to talk about in the podcast. Then it gives you something to look forward to every week, even if your team sucks. It's like, oh, we're playing the Packers. Hopefully we can at least beat them, even if we finish with like 2 wins this year. If one of them be against the Packers, I'll feel good about that, Or like, I always love ruining the Eagles' day. Speaking of the Eagles, and I'll bring this up whenever Drew's on the show, which we're probably going to record on Monday. But like I said, I wanted to get a podcast out for you guys this week because I don't want you guys to go 3 weeks without one. But you'll get another one next week, and it'll be with Drew. But did you see this Eagles player, I guess, paid these 2 OnlyFans girls for sex? And then he, like, tried to run out on them. And, like, one of the girls chased him down the hall butt-ass naked. I can't remember his name. I'm looking it up right now. He wasn't, like... I've never heard of him, and I think I know the Eagles roster pretty good. Eagles linebacker Terrell Davis being chased down a hallway of a hotel after running off without paying. The incident remains unconfirmed at this time. This is according to Merca.com. I wonder if even though it's like censored, you can tell the girl's naked, but it's blurred out. I won't share the screen, but look it up for yourself. And it's like, bro, like, I know Terrell Davis isn't like a starter on the Eagles. I don't even think he played for them last year. But it's like, dude, you're an NFL player. You still gotta be at least making like $100,000. And it's like, all right, how much did this girl charge you? Like, she tried to charge him like $2,000 or something. It's like, bro, no pussy's worth that. But I don't know, if it was like $100, it's like, come on, you cheap motherfucker. But then again, like, I'm looking at this dude. He's not ugly. Why the fuck are you paying for sex? He actually, here, I'll share the screen on this. He actually kind of looks like Michael Strahan. Like, if you told me this was Michael Strahan's son, I would believe you. Yeah, like, look at this dude right here. He's not, like, terrible looking. Like I say, he kind of looks like Michael Strahan. Like, he's got that gap in the teeth and the big nose, This is probably terrible for the audio-only listeners. But let's see, this dude's a journeyman. He's played for the Rams, Bears, Saints, and now the Eagles. So he's had a steady paycheck coming in, bro. Why the fuck are you running out on these girls? And yeah, he signed with the Eagles in January. And it's like, bro, a video like that's going to get your ass cut. If you're just a dude they have on a reserve contract, they can waive your ass easily. Watch it. This dude's going to sell his Super Bowl ring. He's also definitely a bust, though, because, he's a third-round pick. He got cut by the Rams after 2 years. And then, yeah, he's just been a practice squad guy ever since. Another quick thing I wanted to bring up is, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I changed my background. I actually moved my desks to the other side of the room, and I put my autographs behind me. You can see Cody Rhodes, John Cena, Gunther, and then there's a Dallas Cowboys painting I really want to get. It's at the mall near me. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to changing up this background and making it a lot better for you guys. Now, I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I really didn't think I was going to get to that point. I thought like maybe 800 I think was where I was going to cap out, and so now I'm over 1,000. So I'm like, okay, I really want to change things up and make it more of a kind of common YouTuber setup, where you don't see my bed in the background, and I can have a better background. Like, I think these autographs look cool. The only thing that sucks is the lighting, but I'm trying to work on that right now. I need to get a shade put over the light bulb in my room. and that should help with the lighting. And I want to make more football content. It's just like, it's hard when you work a full-time job. Like, I'm back to working full-time, and it's like, I'll think of a good idea for a video, and like, I'll start like recording it in my head, start like talking, and then I get home and I'm so damn tired, and I'm like, I don't want to talk about football. I don't want to talk about anything. I just want to play video games or watch something on Netflix and just relax. Speaking of video games, though, this new season of Fortnite is awful. I hate it. Like, when the update first came out, like, I didn't play it for a couple days just because I didn't really feel like playing. And then my friend told me, yeah, this new season sucks. And then I started going on TikTok, and I'm like watching videos, and it's nothing but people driving around in cars, and they got the turrets on them, and they're mowing people down there just running. I'm like, how is that fun? It's basically like the 6'8" guy picking on a midget, like, that's what these Fortnite cars feel like. If you're going against somebody that's on the ground and you're in a car, it's basically just the bully mentality, like, oh, go pick on the little guy. It's like, how is this season fun for anybody to play? My friend sent me a video of her nephew. I guess the kids are still liking it, and I could see why kids like it, because now they're getting easy kills. But for somebody that, grew up on like Call of Duty and stuff like that, that does not make Fortnite fun. That's why, like, when I play Battlefield, I don't play Conquest, because I hate the ability for someone just to fly a plane into me and take no skill, Like, when I play Battlefield, I play like Team Deathmatch or something like that, where there's no vehicles and it's just gunplay, Like, that's how you know who's the better player. Not, he ran over me with a vehicle. That's not fun. That's just cheap. That's cheap kills. And so I'm looking forward to the next season of Fortnite, which I guess is supposed to be like Marvel theme. As long as the damn cars are out of the game, I'll be happy. But until then, I did a stream actually the other night playing Fortnite on my channel, and I had fun in that stream, but it's because I didn't really run into people with cars. But after I got off the stream and like a few hours later I had the itch to play the game again, I ran into all those douchebags with cars, and I'm like, I'm not having fun right now. So yeah, Fortnite, you guys bump up the release date for the new season, because until then I'm not playing. I did play, however, the what's it called? The Guitar Hero knockoff thing. Can't remember what it's called. That thing was a lot of fun. I swear, ever since Elon Musk took over Twitter, you can't log on to there without the first thing you see and being porn. Like, you go on Twitter, it's like, oh, there's some boobs. There's a dick. But I'm going on Twitter right now, check the trending page just to see if there's anything else. Nothing really. I say the top trending thing is Alex Caruso. You know how much of a boring news day it's got to be for a trade between the Bulls, who are terrible, and the Thunder, who are a small market, to be the top trending thing in the world today? I basically covered all the topics I wanted to talk about. Now I think about it, I wanted to talk about Fortnite. I wanted to talk about Josh Giddey. How on my podcast notes, they're still from the episode we recorded with Christian, which I guess I can talk about that real quick. Thank you guys for all the support on that episode. I'll get you a final view count on that. It got 119 views, which I think is our third highest viewed podcast ever on YouTube. Really good. I thought the episode was a lot of fun, It was easy as hell to edit too, which I always love when I have to edit less. Makes it a lot easier. So yeah, thank you guys for the support on that. Like I said, it was a good episode, I thought. A lot of fun. We'll hopefully have Christian back on here soon. We'll probably have him on a few more times before football season starts. Then I say in like August, that's when it's going to be like us recording podcasts, like predicting team records and stuff like that. I already kind of did that on my channel, but me and Drew did that last year with the visions, and it was a lot of fun. So that'll be in a couple months. The podcast will probably be bi-weekly until then, every 2 weeks. That, and man, I hate sitting in my room right now. Like, for you guys that don't live in Oklahoma, the weather here sucks. And, like, when it's summertime, it's unbelievably hot. And, like, today isn't even that bad. And it's still, like, you can still kind of see I'm sweating right here. And it's because the sun's shining right on me, even though I got these towels on my windows. It's still, like, man, it's too damn hot. The sun's baking my house right now. Like, Oklahoma's nice when it's winter and fall time, but during the summer, it sucks. And so, like, during the summertime, I like going somewhere where the AC is better than my house. Like, I'll go to, like, a restaurant where it's, you know, going to be cool inside, or I'll go to the mall. Yeah, anything other than staying home, because the AC in my house sucks. And, I saw a guy I watch on YouTube. He lives in New York, and he's bitching about it being 94. And I was like, 94, that's cute. Here it gets like 120. It hasn't got there yet, but it's gonna. It's only July 20th. Watch it. I mean, June 20th. July 20th, I bet you it'll be like 115 degrees outside. Shout out to Dasani for keeping me hydrated during the recording of this podcast. You know, Dasani used to taste like shit. It actually tastes a lot better now. And yes, water does have like different tastes. Some water actually tastes like shit. Some of it tastes pretty good. Actually, none of it tastes good. It's all bland. But you gotta drink it. Like, that's one thing I've been doing lately, actually, is been trying not to drink soda. I think the longest I went was like 16 days, and then like I splurged and got like a Dr. Pepper at McDonald's, because McDonald's has the best taste in Dr. Pepper, dude, and it's not even close. So, like, yeah, I'm trying to get under 200 pounds. I was at 212 this morning when I weighed myself. I'm trying to get to that point. It's freaking hard. Especially, like, another thing, when you're working, you don't want to go to the gym after work. And, I mean, I get a lot of steps in at my job anyway, and so I think that's kind of helped me lose weight. If anything, I think the gym's kind of helping me retain it, the weight, because it's converting to muscle, because my arms and stuff have gotten bigger, and my man boobs have been less saggy. They're more firm now. So I definitely think, like, I'm getting in way better shape than I was. And, you know, with my ankle and stuff, like, I was getting in really bad shape, because it's like, I'm not burning these calories that I'm taking in because I'm not moving, you know. So I definitely feel like I'm getting in better shape. But, man, like, trying to get under that 200 mark, it's freaking hard. Like, I'll be happy if I'm over 200 pounds, but I'm, like, really ripped, you know. Because even, like, a guy like John Cena, he's, like, 250 pounds. And then you're like, God damn. But then you see him and it's like, okay, he's 250 pounds of muscle, you know. Or even, like, how much does, like, Kevin Durant weigh? I remember hearing a thing, like, he had, like, no body fat. But he's also, like, 6'8". Yeah, 240 pounds. And actually, Kevin Durant's 6'11". But the thing is, like, bro, he weighs 30 pounds more than me, and he's a foot and 4 inches taller. But I got a friend's wedding that I'm going to in September, so that's why I want to get in really good shape, because there's going to be a lot of photos taken and stuff like that, you know, and I'm like, okay, I want to look good in those photos. And I mean, I already look pretty good in my suit, I think, but I want to look better. And then actually after that wedding in September, I got another one to go to in October, and then my cousin gets married next year also. So I'm getting very good use out of the suit I just bought a couple weeks ago. I've actually thought about wearing it on the podcast before. Don't know what setting that'll be, but one day you guys will see it on the podcast. If we ever land like a big interview, then I'll probably wear it. Like, we ever interview like a CEO of a company or something like that, that's when you guys will see me wearing a suit on this podcast. But guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. About 30 minutes in, I think that's a good time frame. Thank you if you made it all the way through this podcast. Like I said, it was a quick solo show. Even if me and Drew were recording, I don't think we would have made it an hour. it's funny, before we record any episode, I'm like, oh, dude, I hope we don't go an hour, and then we always end up going like an hour and a half. Heck, I think our longest recording is like 2.5 hours, something like that. And it's like, I'm going to have a fun time editing this, you know. But guys, if you made it to the end of this, thank you. Hit the like button, hit the comment button down below. If you're on iTunes or Spotify, leave a review. Share it if you're on iTunes and Spotify. YouTube's actually a weird thing. If you share a video to like your friends on YouTube, and like say you just send it and your friend doesn't click it, that really like punishes a video in the algorithm. It kind of like bumps it down in the search result, because then YouTube doesn't think anyone's interested in it. iTunes and Spotify, don't know how that works. I really need to like do more research into their algorithms, but their algorithms aren't also as easy to crack as YouTube's. But yeah, if you want to share the podcast, share it on Spotify. Other than that, guys, I hope you have a great day. Stay cool. Like I said, it's hot, I imagine, everywhere, unless you're in Antarctica listening to this. And if you are, I want to interview, because Antarctica, I want to go there. So yeah, if you're an Antarctican, hit me up and I'll interview you on the podcast. Have a great day. See you next time.